Hello and welcome back to 18 WJTS in.form. We are joined by some wonderful ladies from Purdue Extension, Dubois County. But we've got Chelsea Brewer here. She's the Extension Director, as well as many other roles for Purdue Extension. And then Lauren Fenneman, who is the 4-H Youth Development Educator, and you kind of take helm on all things 4-H. So welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the Dubois County 4-H Fair is coming up. We're closer and closer every day. I thought it was next week, but it's a little ways away. We had the Queens in not too long ago, so it's fair time, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So we would love to hear more about the fair. Some new things are coming in, some things to look forward to, and whoever wants to kick it off. I know there's a lot.
There is a lot. There's a lot. I will kick it off with a new thing that Purdue Extension is sponsoring. We are sponsoring our charcuterie contest this year. I know, fancy, fancy. We thought we would do something a little bit fun and a little trendy, and everybody loves charcuterie. So we are hosting that contest on Thursday night, so the 20th, from 4:30 to 6 p.m. Food will not be tasted, so you can taste it home. I know that was something that we thought about, and my gosh, they can get really expensive. And
yes.
We didn't want people to feel like they couldn't participate just because of the cost of the food. So you're going to get to take all your food home. We're judging based on sort of aesthetics and creativity and uniqueness. There are 3 different themes that you can choose from. You can do the traditional meat, cheese, jams. You could do a dessert charcuterie board.
Oh.
Or what we're calling wild card, which is like kind of blow us away. What sort of creativity can you show us? There are several different age categories. You can compete as an individual, you can compete as a group, and there will be prizes for each category. So definitely want to sign up for that.
So for people who aren't very familiar with the trend and love of charcuterie, I can't even say it right. So I mean, that's how much I know about it. This is like a way of displaying like party favor sized snacks, right?
Yeah. So people call it adult lunchable because
yes.
that's really what it is. It's just a really unique way to display sort of grazing finger
yes.
foods, if you would.
Yes.
Like the traditional is usually some salamis and some different hard and soft cheeses, usually different kinds of crackers, not just Ritz crackers. Like we're not talking deer bologna and Ritz crackers, right? We're talking a little bit fancier than that.
More curated.
Yes. Usually there's some sort of jam or something to go with it. Like it can really be anything that you have in your fridge. Some fruits on there too.
So do we have to be a 4-H member?
You do not. No, this is open to everybody who wants to participate.
So anyone, they hear about it, they want to sign up. What do we do to sign up for this wonderful event?
Yeah, so on our social medias, as well as our website and the fair website, there is a form that you can fill out and bring back to the extension office with $10, which is our entry fee, and that'll get you registered for whatever class you want to register in. With that, we did move.
Oh.
So we have updated the address on there, but you might find our old address. We're now at 505 West 5th Street, which is the center on 5th.
Awesome.
The SWIPAC building.
No, I didn't know you guys moved in there. That's very neat.
We did, just last week. So we're in door number 4, so that's where you're going to find us now.
The center on 5th is definitely the place to be. I love the atmosphere in there and just having more groups like yourselves and SWICAC and Mentors for Youth and whoever else is in there. That's so exciting to hear. Yes. So, and you guys are more central to the Jasper area as well.
We're hoping to really be able to serve and collaborate in a different and unique way here as we move forward.
That is awesome. So we got to the charcuterie boards, and now we're on all that fun stuff. It's just all kinds of fun. No wonder you guys haven't had time. No wonder you guys haven't had time to stop him. But no, that's great. That's very exciting. So with that, of course, getting back to our fun 4-H festivities, what else do people kind of have to look forward to, no matter age or where you come from and all that stuff?
So, of course, we have all the animal livestock shows, and that actually kicks off on Sunday, July 16th. We have 2 shows. Our horse performance show starts at 10 a.m. at the Horse and Pony Arena, and then our dairy cattle has their show and showmanship starting at 3 o'clock at the show corral. And then, of course, there is livestock shows all the way up until Wednesday night. There's a goat show, takes place Monday during the day. And then in the evening, our project buildings are open, our exhibit buildings. And so that is just a great way to come in, see like all the hard work the 4-H youth have put into it. We have 711 participating youth this year.
Wow.
And some bring projects, some participate in 4-H in other different ways, but you can look forward to things from like computer and robotics to electric and electricity to the arts and crafts that are really popular to the always favorites, the construction toys, the Lego sets.
Yes. I think my most mind-boggling exhibit so far this year has been that there's some kids who are taking part in cake decorating, which I didn't think could be a 4-H exhibit type thing. So it's very exciting to see that. Not only is it, of course, we've got the agriculture side and whatnot, but it's also just about any kind of skills in general.
Any kind of skills or interests that you have. We have almost 70 project areas that the kids can learn about and participate in and then display what they learned throughout the year at the 4-H fair. So that's why like you got anywhere from beekeeping to, of course, your agriculture crops, but from arts and crafts to the popular diamond art items, to latch hook, which looks like really creative rugs, to the science and STEM stuff, wildlife, weather and climate, and of course we have a big area shooting sports, and then sport fishing also. So there's lots of different project areas that you can participate in, and it's just not, like I like to say, it's just not cows and cookies.
Not cows and cookies. I that's just, it encapsulates. But on that note, I know that there's going to be plenty of food vendors there as well. We talked about this before the cameras started. The lemonade shake-ups are my favorite thing. I was a band person, so besides the wonderful lemonade shake-ups, what can we expect at the fair?
So we have wonderful food vendors that are actually community organizations, and they do a wonderful job of at least we have one available each day open for lunch. So if you can't make it out during the evening and you have a nice extended lunch break, you can come out and enjoy some fair food during lunch. So the Ferdinand Band Boosters have a food stand. The Ireland Lions Club has a food stand. The Huntingburg Optimist Club have a food stand that are usually someone's open for breakfast and lunch during the day. So our 4-H members, some of them are hanging out in the animal barns, so you can come out for lunch and go tour the livestock areas and still be able to meet some 4-H members that are hanging around.
So with that, you guys also have a variety of events along with everything else that's going on about the same time as well, right?
Yeah, so in the evenings, start off the week, 4-H Council has worked really, really hard to bring in new items into the grandstand and big events. So actually on Saturday, July 15th, we start off with a mud bog in the motocross track area. So anyone with trucks, side-by-sides that want to see who can get the farthest along and the quickest through a mud bog can bring them out and try their hand at the mud bog. And then all week we have bluegrass rides providing the rides this year. And then Monday's a garden tractor pull. Tuesday's another new event. Actually, there's a couple new events Tuesday. In the grandstand is a tough truck. So that is where trucks or I think they have different classes where they can run a obstacle course, and the person with the quickest time wins in their category. So I heard some tires that they had to climb over. I heard some ramps that they had to navigate. So that is that. And then the same night at 7, near the free stage, their 4-H council decided to have a hay toss.
Oh.
And see who can toss the hay the farthest, and there's different age categories.
I know. I'm a hay family, and I can barely lift those bales on my hip, let alone toss them. Or my dad's more of a tosser, so I can only imagine that's gonna be quite interesting to watch.
Yes. And then That's Tuesday night. Wednesday night is the flat drags in the grandstand. Thursday is tug of war, which is 4-H, and there's an open category.
Oh.
So adults, if you want to try your hand at the tug of war, which is different than normal tug of wars. Our tug of war includes digging in the dirt. So,
Okay, yeah.
some people would think, oh, tug of war, you're just standing. No, ours is a little different, and I've been said, like, why do you do your tug of war that way? I'm like, it's just fun. That's how we done it. Then, of course, we have live entertainment on the free stage. And then Friday starts the 2 days of truck and tractor pulls.
Okay.
So Friday and Saturday are both, they're different categories. So Friday's hot farm and antique tractor pulls. And then Saturday is kind of like farm stock and diesel trucks.
Very neat. Quite the lineup, too. Like, again, just expressing that there's so much variety for different types of people and what you're interested in. The rides are always a good selling point and whatnot. I think I saw somewhere on a Facebook that there might be a free ride night.
There is a free ride night. So 4-H Council decided that Tuesday night would be free rides night. So if you're just unsure and you want to take advantage of something free, rides night on Tuesday's free. Of course, it's free to get onto the fairgrounds, so any cost that you incur is from food, usually in grandstand or purchasing something.
And parking's always free, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think what I wanted to ask both of you next, just to get a general opinion piece, is which day or which evening would be the best to come out to the 4-H and why?
Oh, that is really hard.
Oh, I know.
Really
It's a very intricate question, but like for me, for example, I come out for the food and the drinks and whatnot, but at the same time, like there might be at a certain event or a certain thing that we want to particularly watch. So is there something that you guys are looking forward to on a specific day?
Well, I obviously free rides. Like I have kids, so if I don't want to spend a small fortune, I go on free ride nights, right? So obviously that night's always one that we go for. We also like the beef show, which is on Wednesday.
Okay.
So we like to go and see the beef show. And then tug of war is always really fun. My kids really enjoy. They don't know any of the people doing the tug of war, but they pick a team. And they really, really dive into cheering for that team. So they always love tug of war.
True spectator sport.
Yes. Yes.
And so, like, I really enjoy just viewing the shooting, all the projects that the 4-H Youth. And Shooting Sports is actually having their archery range this year. And they actually have it on Monday night and Tuesday night and Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So like that is always free. So the Shooting Sports Club puts on where kids can have a chance to pull. So like that covers opening night to see like what you might have received. That covers Tuesday night where you got your free ride night. Kitty pedal pools also on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So like if you have young kids, it sounds like Tuesday night's the best night. If you're like there for livestock, then every night's your best night. If you're there for like the grandstand events, then almost every night is, other than Thursday, every night's a great night to be there. And like what I like to do is like I will rotate. Because I'm out there a lot.
Yes.
So I like to rotate who I support. So like if I'm going down the grandstands, I'll buy food from the adult leader food stand. If I'm like, all right, I'm not going down the grandstand, so I might get a Stromboli from the Huntingburg Optimist Club stand, and then cheese curds from the Ferdinand Band Boosters. Of course, I have to have at least a lemon shake up. Once or twice, 3 to 4 times that week. And then I usually buy, they usually have the vendor with the kettle corn.
Yes.
I usually buy a big bag to snack on.
So you make your rounds all week long, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I do. So like I can't say what is the best night, but if you have young kids, it sounds like Tuesday night is the best night to be at the 4-H fair with the free ride night, kiddie pedal pool, the archery range.
I think one of the last things I want to definitely get to is how can we keep up with the 4-H fair and Purdue Extension and all that fun stuff, or I'm gonna say it now so that it doesn't rain. If there were to be terrible thunderstorm weather that we've been having, are there gonna be certain things that get canceled? Where are we gonna see these updates and whatnot?
Yeah, so the best method to keep up with like the up to date announcements would be on our social media. So our Purdue Extension's social media is Purdue Extension Dubois County, and then 4-H Council also runs a Dubois County Fairgrounds Facebook page that they would also put announcements on and such. Like we have usually put up a reminder of what's going on at the fair. And then we actually have what I call a 4-H fair website. So like the entire schedule's on it. There's some past pictures from last year's fair. It has the schedule. It just has different things. And that is actually on a Google site, but the link to get to it is a bit.ly link. So it's bit.ly/ and this is all caps, DC, the number 4H Fair 23.
Okay.
And that's all caps.
We'll definitely have to find that and put like a QR code up so everyone isn't forced to figure out the spelling.
Yeah. Yes, and we have a QR code.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yes, I'll get that sent over.
And then also I know that Purdue Extension on your website, you kind of correlate and make sure that 4-H shows up just as well.
Yes.
Yep. So.
Yep, either one. It's a good place to find it.
Very exciting stuff. We are definitely looking forward to going out to the 4-H fair this year, although we might have to work a booth or something. But again, there's gonna be good food, drinks, people, exhibits, animals, all kinds of events. We could be here all day long talking about all the 4-H stuff, but instead people just need to go check it out and then subsequently go to the events and check it out themselves.
Absolutely. And it's not just 4-H either. So if you are too young for 4-H, which would be younger than kindergarten, or if you've aged out of 4-H, which is older than 18, you can participate in something called Open Class, which takes place at the same time. So check-in is Friday night from 4 to 7, the same time the 4-H projects are checking in. We display it in the exhibit buildings. Probably didn't know that.
I did!
Yep, it's a small section of the exhibit buildings. We actually at half of the exhibit building. Down by Shooting Sports. So anybody who's made anything that they are proud of over the last year,
write this stuff down.
And has
oh my
never
gosh.
displayed it in a fair before can bring it. We have pretty much all the same categories as 4-H has. So photography, home baked goods, canned things, quilting, sewing, ceramics, like you name it, it's in there. The handbook's on the fair website, so you can find all the different things that you could potentially bring to the fair.
That is so exciting. You guys are just constantly making me learn new things in a good way. It's definitely a good thing because it's, again, just being able to provide a welcoming just platform for people who are maybe a little timid, maybe a little unsure. Like, if you put effort into something, that's something to be proud of. Go show it off.
Exactly.
Yes.
We want to see it because, believe me, you guys have way better skills than I do. My 10-year-old niece was showing me her sewing project for 4-H, and I went to hire her to make me one too. She made a little backpack.
Well,
I was so proud of her.
That is so neat, and it's those skills, those life skills that you may not think about every day, like sewing and like how to build or fix things and repairing and all that stuff. So it's just 4-H is everything.
Yeah. And I like to use an example all the time. And so I was actually a 10-year member of Dubois County 4-H, and so I took actually construction toys, and I love Legos, but I don't like to create like my individual, like just create with Legos. I like the Lego kits and the sets. And so I didn't really think, there's nothing like that relates to it. And then in college, I would be the go-to person to set up furniture out of the box because with the Lego kits, you're following step-by-step instructions with no words. It's just pictures. And usually the furniture that comes in the boxes is all pictures, no words. And so like all my college friends would come to me and ask me to like help get that set up for them because I was really good at it. So
that is amazing. I love that, and I love that it is a direct correlation that you're able to share it because it's a skill you don't think about.
No, it's like
That is so
thought
neat.
Lego kits would help you put furniture out of the box together.
It's not just a toy, Mom. Yes, that is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's really neat. And of course, I want to thank you both for joining us this morning and giving us all the fun 4-H vibes before it actually kicks off. So a reminder, not only to me, but everyone, is that the 4-H fair is July 17th through July 22nd this year.
July 17th to 21st.
21st, just kidding.
Because the Saturday, the 22nd, there is something in the grandstand, but the rides and the buildings will not be open.
So it's coming up. It's in the middle of July, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be so much to do. Of course, check out the websites and the social media to see all the fun stuff you guys continually keep posting. And you may or may not see our 18 WJTS crew there occasionally, or it'll be flipping around people. So all great and exciting things at the 4-H Fairgrounds.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, of course, for being with us today. And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been 18 WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.